Hi guys, this is Vibhu Raghav and I'm in conversation with Jyoti Singh.
Hi, namaste.
Hi Jyoti, welcome to the conversation. So Jyoti here is an artist with a lot of talents because she is a singer, an actor, a director, and many more things. So today specifically we'll be talking about the charitable organization that Jyoti runs. It's called RVP
Charitable organization,
Yes,
yes.
and she runs it with her family and friends, and we'll be talking more about that. So let's start with the birth of the organization. When was it formed, and with what idea did you form it?
Well, we all want to help people out. And since we were kids, we were like, oh, we want to do something. We want to do something in this world to make a difference. And I think we all come with that hope that someday we'll do something. But then we were like, okay, well, let's start small. Let's do something small and let's just start somewhere. So my sister and I and one of our friends, Hassan, we decided to start an organization in 2008. And we said, let's see where we go from here. And, we have been able to do small projects since that point. My sister started it. I became the co-founder. And then we just had few board members join us. And the way this organization was that we will only do mostly volunteer. Everything we spend is our money. We're not going to spend it on the project, like we'll have get-togethers and all, but whatever is a donation to the project. And that's the way we work it out. So everything comes from us, all the board members.
What kind of projects have you supported? What kind of causes have you supported till now?
Well, so far our goal has been women, children, support those projects and disaster relief. And we have been able to support those projects so far. We have first thing we started was homeless. Homeless people in New York. That was my first project. This was where we started. And the way we did it was we asked our friends and family. We spread the whole mass media, Facebook, everywhere, asking people to donate and contribute to this project. And people did. We were going to buy a blanket. So it was called a blanket drive. And because in New York it's freezing cold and people are with mental issues and they don't have places to go because after a certain point even homeless shelters close and you don't have a space in the homeless shelters.
Yeah.
So you go and live in the streets and it's freezing cold.
That's very
And so we ended up getting like about 117 blankets, and from that we were able to go and give out to people who were on the streets sleeping. And then of course for some reason it was so cold that year that I didn't get to see that many homeless people, so half the blankets I donated to these places where the homeless people live, shelters. I went to Brooklyn and I went to Queens and I donated to those shelters there, the blankets that were left.
Basically what you're saying is you started the whole drive at your own doorstep because you live in New York City.
Yes, that was it, yes.
So did you go farther than that?
But now what happens is with the homeless drive, we do at least something for homeless every year. It's a small project. We might go to give pizzas out to homeless shelter once a month. Or we'll do at least once a year, we'll do something for homeless people. That's one project. But over the years, we've done several projects. We've gone to Africa. We've gone to Cambodia. Of course, I've come to India too. I've visited several sites. I've visited some really good projects. I've spent time there. And then our goal is to go to the site, visit the actual location, what we're going to support. One of our board members or somebody has to go there, take pictures, and decide are we going to support the project or not.
So the thing that you guys physically go to the site or to the community which needs help is to make sure that you don't get scammed.
That's one of the reasons. And even the people who contribute to us, a lot of people have told me they don't want to contribute because they don't know where the money is going. So if people are going to trust us, we also want to make sure that we don't just hand the money to somebody and we don't know what happens to it. So we want to see how the money is going to be used.
So basically the money goes to the right hands.
Yes.
Because you double check everything.
And it's going 100% is going to them because we're not taking anything out, even to travel and go there. So it's basically 100% goes to whatever the cause is.
And how do you find these platforms, these causes, these communities that need help? How do you find them?
Well, it's through friends. Like if you're a nonprofit and you meet with a lot of people who do different nonprofits, you'll ask them, or you'll say, oh, do you know profit? Do you know a place where something is happening? And they'll be like, oh, let me take you here. And you'll go visit the site. And if you really like it, if it sticks out to you, you're going to support it because it is a good project and you see it happening.
Okay, and how about funding the whole process of helping these communities out? So how does the funding come in? I mean, how do you guys work? Because when you say you guys physically, at least one of the members of the team goes physically to the place, and now that you've mentioned you've helped communities in Africa, India, and Haiti, I believe, and stuff like that. So how do you fund all that traveling cost and going and finding out, staying there for a few days and everything? So is it the the community back home that helps put pitches in with money and other resources, or how do
Well,
you?
most of the thing is the people who are willing to be part of the organization, like somebody like me. If I go, I use it as my non-profit, and I go there. So that's my non-profit, like it's my contribution to my non-profit, and that's my work because that's my work that I'm doing to help out those people. So it'll be my money that I'll spend, and mostly I have done a lot of the visits.
So you do spend a lot of your own money into the causes.
Of course, because that's what I'm doing. The money that I would spend
So
for.
you're setting the example first for others to follow, as in it's not that give me the money, I'll put it out to the right teams. No.
No, first I
I'm
go
putting
visit,
my
yeah.
money too. You
Yes.
give me your money and I'll put it out to the right.
That's one
places.
way, and then the other was two of my friend Claire. She visited Cambodia, and she was just going for a vacation. And then on the side, she had gone to visit a certain place, and she had seen these kids required English education, which they didn't have enough money to support to give the teachers. So what we did was we were like, okay, she asked me, can you do that? And she was part of a board member. She'd always helped me out. So I said, okay, why not? So then from there, they sent us all the paperwork, all the students' pictures, what they had done, how the grades were, and that really helped us keep in touch. But we only did it for 1 year because we never got any feedback afterwards.
Okay.
So that's the thing. We'll start a project and we've supported it, and then if it doesn't go forward, then we stop the project.
Okay, so there's basically a constant communication between the receiving
Yes.
community and the
That's right.
helping community here.
Yes.
Then only it goes forward.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's not a blind-sided donation.
That's
you're
right. Like
sending
I spent like in a video center, I spent a week actually, talking to these women, what their life stories were, and then we supported the project while the project was just giving them food for 3 months supply. You're literally only spending $200 for these 150 women. So why not? It's nothing. At that point, if you think about feeding so many people who live there 3 times meal and they cannot get jobs, nobody's going to hire them. So what happens to these women? They live in their own thing, they survive. There's a place called Madham in Vrindavan, so I spent a week there. And I was like, why not? We can do that. Quarterly, we can give them something. So we have been doing that project for a very long time. I think it's been 5 years now. So we do that on the side, and then several projects like that. It just depends on if we can keep up. Like farmers, the movie.
So just let me. I mean,
Yes.
I'm just amazed by the fact that such a small amount could support 150 women for a quarter, which is 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. We would spend $200 just like that over 3 months.
Yeah, and you could
not
eat-
even figuring out what we are spending that money on, right?
That's true. Like,
I mean, I don't know, candies or sodas or dinners and lunches.
yeah,
And it goes in like a flash.
that's true. Like,
Yet the same money can support 150 women for 3 months. The
That's true.
basic
yeah.
survival.
Yes, and it works beautifully. Like the other project that we're doing is a farmer suicide victims. So the guy, of course, father killed himself, and then they have 3 daughters and mother left. The mother might be able to get some funding, but she cannot send her kids to school. Now everybody wants to send their kids to school, so we ended up providing $1 a day can provide for their whole education, their food and their living and their books and everything, all the supplies, $1 a day. So we pay $360 per year. And you can help them out, the whole family. So it could be a family of 5 people you're helping for $360 per year. How bad can that be? Anybody can give that. So I think it's just you have to know the resources. You have to know, you have to find the ways. So I always say to people, even if you want to donate $1, it's better than not doing anything.
I mean, it's mind-boggling how you see these things on the internet where there are graphs and these are YouTube videos which say, okay, this majority percent of population in the world is below the poverty line and top 5% hold the whole wealth of the world or something. But here I see right in front of me an example that somebody I know in flesh and blood has gone through that and experienced that, wherein she collected $360 in a year, which supported family of 5 back in India.
Yes, so basically we have 5 people
all their
supporting the
basic
project.
expenses, including education for the kids, which is a huge
Education, food,
thing.
clothes, books, everything comes in that. And it's like amazing that, nobody thinks like that. This guy who's running this organization in Punjab, he is an elderly man. Actually, and you can go and visit your kids. I can actually go today and visit all my families that my organization is supporting if I want to right now. So it's not like it's a restricted thing. I can go and visit them and talk to them, meet them and hang out with them. So it's not like it's like, oh, no, you cannot do it.
So it's pretty transparent, you're saying.
Yeah, it's like so easy. And those could be your kids that you're taking care of and you don't even realize it. It's like, and it's amazing. So it's a beautiful thing that you can help somebody out for $360 for 5 people in a family, and we have 5 families being covered for that. So it's like really nice to be able to do that. And I did plan to go last year to visit one of my kids, but I was not able to because I got sick actually on the trip, on the route to it. So I never went. So idea is to go next time.
Wow. That's a beautiful example of helping out a bunch of people on the other side of the planet with such a small amount, which is so insignificant sometimes for us. Like we don't realize $1 a day is nothing sometimes.
Sometimes you spend $1, we're leaving it around in the house with change. You never think about anything. It's like and how much you can help somebody. So even that change that we have in our things sitting at home.
I think it has put me to loss of words, trying to figure out the whole picture and the whole thing put in one frame. I mean, it's amazing. So with all this work that you're sending out to different communities which need the help, how do you reach out to the people who want to help or who you expect or who you want to be part of your organization or contribute in whichever way? How do you reach out to them? Do you use social media or it's just word of mouth?
Well, I started off small, so we have done smaller projects. So mostly so far, our donors have been, there are a few people who have come out from across, even though we do a mass publicity kind of a thing. But what I've realized is mostly our close friends who contribute, or the people who I've known personally who contribute. And I guess people have to learn to trust you, right? So it's more like the trust factor should be there. And I'm a small organization. I don't do any big projects. So far, I've not done a huge project that will, attract more people. But, for us, it was like, okay, if nobody even contributes, we'll do as much as we can.
So, but for a person to reach out to you, how do they do it? And if they do not know you already, like, is there a website? Is there a phone number?
There's definitely a website. It's called www.rvpco.com. And that website, you can do contact us. You can hit that button. You can write an email to us, and we'll get back to you. There's also a Facebook page. And there are 2 Facebook pages actually that I have created, and I personally go and check and respond to people. So there are pages. There's definitely ways to get in touch with us. And I'm an actor, so I actually have a reel which discloses my number everywhere if people actually watch my reel. People still ask me for my number, but the fact being, like, there are ways. People really want to help out, they'll find ways. When I really want to help out, when I came to Madham, the organization, I actually reached out. I went through 5-6 different people trying to get in touch with them on Facebook and ask them. Now, my other project that I just recently visited this year in India was a place which my friend Deena supports I guess it's in Bombay. And I went and just donated some books and supplies to these kids, about 180 kids. I went and donated like pencils, pens, and stuff like that for their organization. So, I mean, you just have to know how to get in touch with them. I just wrote to Dina. I didn't even know her personally. I wrote to her online. Hey, I know you do this organization work. Can I come and visit a site? And she said, okay. And she arranged it for me. So I visited last year. And this year I went and actually celebrated the birthday with them, 14th February. Wow. So it's like it was Valentine's Day. So since everybody is homeless, all the kids are like, they don't have parents. So they celebrate one birthday, this February 14th, Valentine's Day. Yeah, so it's beautiful. Yes, the day of love. So I mean, there are things you just have to find a way to connect with people. If you cannot connect with the person, there are ways, because today everybody's in mass media, like internet, Twitter, Instagram. I'm everywhere. So if people really want to get in touch, they can find a way to get in touch.
Okay, so is there any specific cause or community which is in your mind which you want to help out further ahead in future, and you're working towards it, and you would want people to contribute and stuff like that?
Yes, I actually right now today I'll also be seeing Sneha. And Sneha is a person I met through a play called Nirbhaya. She's also an actor, but she's had a life story, which of course I don't want to disclose right now, which we're going to talk about her life and the dreams that she has had. And I'm going to try to help as much as possible, because I've never had this huge amount that we have to raise for this dream of hers. And I'm going to try to help her to gain that as much as possible, as much as we can do. We know it's going to take time, because that's a lot of money. But, if we can do even a little bit to help out, why not? And maybe somebody else will come in and join us and say, look, I want to support this project, so why not? It's basically getting a community together and saying, it is a beautiful project, and maybe we should do something together, come in together. And it's all about getting people together and doing something wonderful in this world to help out the world.
It's amazing, Jyoti. It's amazing to see this side of your personality, because I've known you for a while now, and so much of compassion for others and practically unknown people on other side of the planet. It's amazing.
I
That's
think
an example.
I personally think this is what I think. I think you also do a lot. I've seen you give away to little kids like food and stuff, and I think everybody has a good heart, and a lot of people just don't have a direction. A lot of people want to do things, or it's not the right time in their life, and it's okay. Whenever it's right for you to do it in your life, do it then. I am lucky to have that, in my life where I can do that, where some people cannot, and everybody wants to do good stuff in this world, but sometimes they just don't know the way.
Yeah, sometimes you're busy and
Yeah,
it's
and
understandable,
sometimes
circumstances and
you
stuff.
just have to know the path to get there. So it's like, I think even if you do, like I've seen you do stuff for little kids, I've seen you even give it to dogs. So I see that heart in you. So I think it's just, even that's what I'm saying, even if you do it in a small way, it's better than not doing it at all.
Yep.
So
The point taken. And on this note, I would like to give you the best wishes from my side, and may your organization actually go out and make a huge difference. I mean, you've started off small, may it become bigger and better, and may it make the world a better place. And on this note, I'll take permission from you.
okay, thank you, Vibhu, and hopefully your career will grow
Thank you.
because you're a pretty nice person. So hopefully things will move on for you too.
Yeah. Thank you for your time.